Hey, Plant Pals, I'm Mike the Kid Gardener, and today's video is an update on what I'm growing inside, and I'm going to do a bit of a pepper harvest. So that should be fun. So here's a look at the Murasaki pepper. I started at 423, and you can see the progress we have. So out of the 8 seeds I planted, 6 of them germinated. So that's pretty good. No complaints there. I might move this one out to someplace else so that these little ones can all kind of have the same grow rate. But we'll see. I don't think it's that big of a deal. Anyway, and I might put that one outside or something. Not sure yet. Haven't decided. Oh, one quick tip is that I did use is these are plastic shot glasses, and what they're good for is if you have a small seedling and a unit like this, you just put that over there and that becomes your moisture dome. And that lets it grow to like that size. And you can take it off and use it again. Instead of using the really small ones that are only good pretty much for germination, this will get you up to almost true leaf size. All right, be right back. Over at my experimental shelf to show the orange hat cherry tomatoes. As you can see, we got plenty of new flowers going. That one's starting to turn ripe. And so, yeah, I've been getting a lot of tomatoes off this. Whoops, speaking of, spy one back there. I'm gonna grab it. So whenever I see one, that one's, I've been missing that one. You didn't see that one until just now. I don't see any others hiding in there. It's the only problem with you got to kind of check in there. All right. So, one harvest thing done. And it's just what you can see this kind of, it's just an update to some of these other things I've been trying to propagate and see if they'll grow. There's the Mighty Mini cherry tomato. And as you can see, this jungle here is because I'm trying to do some propagation to see if these things will take root so I can put them outside. If not, no big deal. I was cutting them off anyway. And if I do get them to root, that's free plants. There's more of the Mighty Mini cherry tomatoes. Got to prop these ones up. There's some more peppers I'm trying to propagate. And down below here, as you can see, this thing is too tall. So I'm going to have to move this one out. And I'll probably put it outside. My strawberries are looking fine. And this pepper plant here is supposed to be fish pepper, but I think it's something else. So I've been seeing that a lot lately, and it's kind of becoming a problem. For me anyway, is that people just don't care anymore, and so you're getting a lot of mislabelings of things, and employees just want a paycheck. They don't want to actually. They don't care about working, which is kind of sad because you buy a pack of seeds to get food, and I'm more than happy to be chaotic on my own without having a company give me mislabeled seeds. It's kind of a bummer, but anyway. So anyway, I'm gonna move whatever it is. It's a pepper, so I'm happy about that because I love my peppers. So that was supposed to be a fish pepper. This is supposed to be a Fresno. I'm pretty sure that is a Fresno. You can see how it's bending there. It's because it's hitting the bend there. It's because it's hitting the top there, and I don't want that. So I'm going to move that out. And I've got this light stand here that I'm going to put in front of it so I can get the light for it. Anyway, let's see here. What else do I want to show next? Be right back. I did want to show this rack that I got here that replaced my old table that I used to record on. So I have a new recording table, and it's all down in my man cave here. And so I've got this AeroGarden Bounty Basic, and I got another one down here. So I'm going to start 2 more. I'm going to put the seed starting tray in one of them, and the other one I might either take something I'm already growing, like the Murasaki that's tall, and put it in there, or probably not. I'll just start something new. So I'm definitely doing a seed starting tray in one to start a bunch of seeds for outside, peppers and tomatoes and stuff. and then that one down there will be for something else. And the rack I can lower down so that I can raise the light hood to its max height and not touch the bottom of the thing here. So this is actually the table that I'm using to record on. Kind of liking it. I think it's supposed to be like a microwave cart or something. It's got wheels. I can kind of roll it around my man cave and kind of film whatever I want, you know, have as a backdrop. So this sad looking thing here is the, if you saw last week how gorgeous it was, this is my lemon balm cutting that I harvested a ton off of, and it keeps drinking all the water up, and just 2 days of me forgetting about it, and it got dry, and so it's pretty much, it could probably be saved, but the cuttings, it grew this size in like 2 weeks. So it's not a big deal, and I have tons and tons of lemon balm that I can take other cuttings off of. So do I care? No. Am I chaotic? Yes. So this is my confession for Wind Down Wednesday, the poor plant I killed, because that's what I typically do, is I kill plants. Not as much anymore. I'm getting better. I'm in rehab. But I did manage to get one this week. You stop drinking so much. See, it's problem. It's a drinker. All right. So anyway, I'm gonna move my stand out of the way here so I can get over to my deep water culture tubs and show. There's my squash. It's getting bigger, so that's a good sign. And this right here is a girl that I just propagated. We'll see. Looks a little yellow. We'll see. Then I think I might have given up on them too soon. One got squishy, the other one didn't. So I think I'll wait and see what happens, because why not? Here is a boy flower, and that one just opened today. It's gorgeous, beautiful flowers. So I mean, if nothing else, I get to enjoy just that, you know, inside. And there's a bunch of more girls, like that I didn't even notice last week, like this one is about to open. So yeah, hopefully this one will still be viable, and I get the fresh pollen, put it in there. And I also have the hydrated pollen. I don't know how good that is, but I'm gonna definitely give it a try. These two pepper plants are definitely going to go outside. I'm gonna plant it really deep and see what happens. I'm gonna cut the one pepper off of it. It's just a regular old jalapeno. So normally I typically wait for the corking to happen, but might harvest it fresh. We'll see. I mean, it's, you know, still good and it tastes good. Down here I did a ton of harvesting of herbs. Oh, and we have more flowers back there, I see. See the flowers? It's pretty cool. And there's another lemon balm back there. There's a lemon balm being covered by the dill. It's like dill always wants to fight me and go wherever it wants. Instead of, I put these wires going across to try to contain them. The dill rather, won't be stopped. All right, so there's the dill, and there's the whatever was back there is dead. Chaotic. Yeah, you can tell I'm already starting to get my attention more towards outside, but you know, still don't want to waste food. So there's a basil there. I'll probably move outside. There's so that's the Genovese basil, and this is the Thai basil, which smells like licorice. And speaking of herbs, I'm doing a little experiment where I put the herbs, see all this dill and other herbs, I put them in a wedding bag, an organza bag. I give it a shake every now and then, and they're drying up pretty good. So, experiment successful. I don't know if they would dehydrate good enough in here. I don't know if you can hear it. These herbs are getting nice and crunchy. This is the actually this is the lemon balm I took off the one that died. So, no big loss. I got dried lemon balm. Smells good. Love it. All right. Be right back. All right. See, on this side here, the table's in the way, is another thing of herbs. It's a little bit less crunchy than the other one, so I'm still letting them dehydrate and see what happens. And then here, again, this is what I was talking about. these tomatoes were labeled as Golden Harvest, and they are clearly red heirloom. So I'm a little bit bummed about that. I mean, I love this variety, so I'm not bummed that they're a variety that I enjoy. But what if I didn't like that variety? You know, it took a couple months to get to this stage. You know, like 3 months worth of effort to get something that's not what you paid for. So yeah, a little bit of a bummer. Next to it is this is again supposed to be a dwarf jalapeno variety. It clearly is not, but it is starting to finally produce peppers. So at least I'm happy about that. And then as you can see, the tomatoes are coming out the back side, the red heirloom. And I took a bunch of cuttings off that to propagate so I can put it outside. Because like I said, I do enjoy the variety. It just wasn't the one I was expecting. And I'm also going to, like I said in the last video, I'm going to replace this rack that it's on and probably get rid of this unit, clean it out, put it in storage, and then put a unit that I like better in its place. Alright, I've got plenty. I've got tons of units that I need to unbox and review. Alright, so this is the pumpkin spice jalapeno. Not sure, I have to ask F.R. Humphrey, who gave me the seeds, what the final color is supposed to be. But we do have kind of a orangey, yellowy color. It looks kind of pumpkin-y. Not sure. I'll have to ask her and find out. And there's another one back there. So we are getting ripening, and there are some more peppers coming after that. But again, I might just put this outside. We'll see. All right, be right back. So here are some of the herbs. I really went to town, and this was like almost triple the amount that was there before. And you can see how fast this grows. Wow, I had this thing down to here. I mean, I was almost worried that you can probably see in the video. I said, well, I don't even know if it's going to recover. Well, clearly it has. It's pretty cool. So we got my sage, my parsley, and my oregano. And above that is the lemon balm. Again, I could easily take a cutting like this and turn it into a whole new plant to replace the one that I lost. Put it outside, or I can just drop seeds. Here is my purple basil. This is my cinnamon basil. It doesn't have as much cinnamon smell anymore like it used to. I think I rub it too much. But it's a very prolific plant. I had this thing cut way down here. You can see it's already back again up into the light. Dehydrating a bunch of it. I'll probably take one of these outside. Purple basils. Well, this is opal basil. So we got opal, red. This is like red. This is red robin. This is opal. That's purple down here. And they all are pretty much, and we got cinnamon. And they all pretty much look and smell the same and taste the same, so except for the cinnamon, of course. And the purple one is smaller. It's a smaller leaf variety, so we can see some differences. But it's interesting. It's kind of fun to grow. Above it here is this is supposed to be a lipstick pepper, but again, I think it's this label. This looks more like a Thai chili, and I didn't mess up the pack, so I was very, very conscious of what I was planting because I really wanted to give these a try. Oh, bud fall off it, but you can see the fish peppers have the variegation and have a very specific. Let me get over here. They have a very specific stem and leaf, whereas this one, and you can see all the branching, where this one is just a straight, very dark green, shafted like a regular Thai or a jalapeno. And I cut a bunch off of it. It's still up to the ceiling. I cut a bunch off of it to see if I can get it to propagate. The only problem is it does make a big mess. I gotta every day come here and do a ton of vacuuming because it's dropping all these flowers. But anyway, what we're here for today specifically, just leave there for now, is I have ripe Fresnos, Fresno chili peppers. One of my favorite peppers. So I'm gonna harvest the ones that are ripe. These ones are not quite ripe yet, so I'll leave them on there, but these ones are. And the cool part about it is like I said before, typically once it gets going, as you can see all the new ones, they in like 2 weeks will be ripe and ready to harvest. They go really fast. Once they start kicking off, they'll go from nothing to pepper and then to ripe in like 2 weeks. So because they're staggered in different gross, I counted, well now it's probably 40. There's like 40 peppers on these two plants, and so they'll all ripen at different rates. So every week I'll harvest probably like 7 or 8 ripe Fresno chili peppers, and I won't have to go to the store. And my store was charging $2.50 per. So that's pretty cool. Here's this thing. I've been fighting like crazy again. I'm probably going to drop a bunch of these outside because, you know, it's keeps wanting to go to seed. There's this little seed head that it's trying to develop because it keeps touching the light. But it's very delicious. My wife loves this basil, and she always comes over and steals some leaves off of it, and yeah, she really likes it. But anyway, next to that is the lipstick pepper that I was gifted the seeds from. T-Nog, the New Orleans gardener, Miss Linda, she gave me the seeds. And what a beautiful, beautiful pepper. And these are ripe. So I'm going to harvest these. So I will pause and I will be back. All right, so now that I harvested those, I'm here to harvest the sweet chocolate bell peppers. So you can see I've got a few here to harvest, and the rest I will let ripen up, especially on like my mutant pepper plant. It's still producing plenty of mutants, still putting out flower buds, as you can see. Oh, we got another little baby pepper being born there out of it, so that's really cool. So yeah, so I'm gonna harvest that and I will be back. All right, so here is my final harvest from this week. Well, I'll have more to come, but this is what I harvested just now while talking to y'all. Here is my sweet chocolate bell pepper. It's really a deliciously sweet pepper that I've shown before. So I got this little baby one here. It still has its little things on, but it ripened up. So that's where the flower, it came out of the flower, which is pretty cool. So I'm going to set those there. This is I decided to go ahead and harvest it. It looks orange enough, or pumpkin-y enough. I want to give it a try. So I'll do a taste test of this one in a separate video, just a short probably. And then this Fresno here, the reason why it's this color is this was up on the light. This was one that was touching the light, and so it kind of got sunburned, but it still tastes like a Fresno chili pepper. It's quite delicious. So yeah, if you ever have a pepper, you don't want them to be close to the light because that's what will happen. That there. And so I've got from today, here are the Fresnos. So I've got 2, 4, so I got 6 Fresnos, 5 pretty ones, and then one that's not so pretty but still will taste good. Set that aside. This is the Orange Hat cherry tomato. These are the Golden Harvest, or not gold, well, it's supposed to be Golden Harvest, but these are the Red Heirloom cherry tomatoes. Still kind of salty about that being mislabeled. Here's the baby jalapeno, because I figured I'm going to put that plant outside. If it dies, it dies. I've got tons of jalapeno seeds, so it's not a big deal. But I might get a jump on the season this way. So there's a little baby jalapeno. You can eat jalapenos at any stage. You don't have to wait for them to get brown or red. You can eat them at green. They just won't be as flavorful, in my opinion. Some get hotter, some get milder. Like with the fish pepper, it's supposed to get hotter, the greener it gets. I mean, the more older it gets, rather. So that's fish pepper there. I'm going to do a tasting of that, so I got to set that aside. This is regular jalapeno. Nobody cares what that tastes like because it tastes like a jalapeno. And then right here, which I'm very proud of and excited for, look at this beautiful color. These are my fish peppers. So if you compare a regular size jalapeno to the fish peppers are huge. And the fish peppers are supposed to be sweet, where the Fresno is these are sweet. The Fresnos have heat, and these are sweet. So I've got two varieties of sweets. So I'm branching out, people. I'm not just doing nuclear hot peppers. Be right back. I'll kind of show you something for size comparison. So I got a can of soda here. Kind of cover the. So I'm not advertising for them because they don't pay me, but it's a ginger ale soda. Because I'm trying to get away from the other sodas that have a bunch of chemicals and stuff in them. But anyway, I just wanted you to kind of compare the size of the fish pepper to a can of soda. It's pretty big. So I thought when she said they were lipstick peppers, I thought she meant they were going to be this big. And this is like one of the larger Fresnos. I thought she meant like it was going to be Fresno size. Because like a tube of lipstick, you would think for a lady would look like that. This lady got some. Anyway. So I'm going to. This one is not quite ripe, fully ripe, but good enough. These ones, of course, are fully ripe. Well, maybe they're even going over. I'm not sure why there's that spot like that on there, but no big deal. I'm sure they taste fine. Well, I know they'll taste fine. So yeah, I'm going to definitely give these a taste test and save the seeds. I'll give that a taste test, save the seeds. And then I'll give the fish pepper a taste test and save the seeds. So for now, I'm just going to put these all here, back on the plate. And so that was my harvest. Well, one of my mini harvests for this week. And so yeah, just kind of show you the fun things you can do inside while you're waiting to go outside, which, speaking of, is what I am engaging in right now. So I've got my, like I said, I've got my seed starting system with the Bounty, and I will set that up. I'll do an unboxing setup and show you the seed system and setting that up, and I'll show myself getting hopefully not being chaotic and labeling all the seeds and the that I plant. Each pod will get its labeled so I know what's what, and then I'll get those going, and then I'll put those outside for the summer, and hopefully we'll have a good outdoor season. Not sure, because they say right now it's been hot, but yet not crazy hot like before. It got up like last summer. It went, I think it was like 100 degrees in April, and it stayed 100 degrees pretty much all summer long, and it only rained 3 days. So it was brutal. It was a brutal, hot, dry summer, and it was not much fun to try to grow things in, but I did pretty well. I got like tons of tomatoes. I got peppers. I had enough tomatoes that I still have a ton in my freezer. I have enough peppers that I made pepper powder, and I had enough herbs or I made spices, and they're just now starting to I'm starting to have to replace them, and I'll probably be able to time it good enough to where I can replace as I grow. So, which is really cool. And that's kind of my goals. I want to be able to have my own spices, my own tomatoes, make my own tomato sauce, my own peppers, my own pepper sauce, my own seasonings, and grow my own gourds and squashes and cucumbers and start canning and preserving and all that stuff. And I hope that you follow along with me. So yeah, I think it's a beautiful, beautiful harvest. I'm quite pleased with it. And it was all done inside over the winter. All right. Any comments, questions in the comments section? Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. Have an awesome day.